I'm Chef Jasper, and today we're in the kitchen studio preparing summertime pasta. And I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite dishes. I could probably do it with my eyes closed. I've made this dish over 1,000 times, believe it or not. Now, it's very simple. We're gonna start off with some beautiful tomatoes. If you have heirloom tomatoes, go ahead and use that. I will tell you, I am not really big on chefs, and we were raised like this also in school, putting an X in the bottom of my tomato and drop it in the boiling water. I'll show you a real quick way. Yes, it works. Yes, it's good if you don't want the skin on there, but you know what? We're not worried about that right now. We're just gonna add these tomatoes to a food processor, and then we're gonna saute them. So it's simple, and like I was just doing, just take that little core out, because the core is just a little too hard. And you know what? Depending on the size of the tomatoes, 3 or 4 tomatoes. Also, depending on if you're going to use Roma tomatoes, then you have to probably use more. Kind of just judge it yourself, eyeball it. That's all you really need to do. And then once you cut these, you're going to have a dish that I guarantee everyone will enjoy. All right, let's just finish up this last tomato here. And like I said, I love to use nice heirloom tomatoes when available, but also I love cherry tomatoes. Oh, those cherry tomatoes, they're so sweet in the summertime. You have to use a lot of them for the sauce, but that's okay. Now, let's just put this into our food processor. Get this party started. And in the processor, I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil, not much, but just enough to get everything going. I don't want to puree it, but I want the tomatoes chopped up just enough. And look at that beautiful color. In the meantime, a little olive oil in our frying pan. Our pasta is cooking. I timed this pretty good, so we're almost ready. We're about 2 minutes away with the pasta. Now, let's saute and some garlic up. I just need to chop it. And I'm going to do this garlic a little bit different, my friends. I have 2 different ways of doing things here. Okay, I'm going to chop the garlic up kind of thin. I'm going to saute this, and it's going to flash. It's going to burn, but no, it won't. Watch what I do. Immediately, I take it off the stove and let it continue to cook in the pan off the heat. That's the beginning. The rest of the garlic, I know it's raw, but that's okay. We're going to finish in here with a little bit of the basil. Okay? Just a little bit. That should do it. My garlic is just perfect now. We got to work quick. Come on. You're going to love this dish just like I do, just like all of my family does. Oh, yeah. Now, more basil, of course. Along with the basil, well, we have to add a little bit of red pepper. Peperoncini rosso. Truly summertime. I like it a lot, I'm sorry. A little calabrese in me, we call that, the red pepper. Add our salt. Cook this down. We also like to call this narciado in Italian. Some people say that. Some people say, you want something very quick and something that you could just eat right away. It just depends, There's several different names. Aglio olio, the olive oil and garlic, but we add pomodoro, we add the tomatoes to it. I get excited when I make this dish. I really do. Let me turn this heat up just a little bit now, because we're just a few minutes away from adding the pasta. Is it raw? No, it's not raw. I put heat on the tomatoes. That's really all I do. I add more olive oil, and I'll finish with a little more oil in just a minute or so. And I recommend you always have a tasting spoon. See how we are. Oh, sometimes I'll add a little sugar to it, just in case the tomatoes are a little bitter. These are beautiful. These are sweet. a little more sale, a little more salt. I got a heavy hand, I'm sorry, a little more red pepper. And here we go. It's just starting to kind of bubble, and and we're almost there. Maybe 30 seconds. Don't be afraid of the pasta water. Pasta water is good. It's almost like a thickening agent. We strain it right from the pot. Look at it bubbling right now. Did I tell you this was going to be quick? Did I tell you it was going to be delicious? Easy. Everyone is going to love. Continue to add some of that pasta, and then we'll give it a good stir. We always save a little pasta for our friends in the kitchen who help us clean up. We'll leave a little in there, not much. And this is it. Okay, at this point, we're tossing this all together. It's a little easier when I do it this way. I call this modo mio, my way. Now what's happening, it's kind of thickening up a little bit. That's what we want. That water did not hurt it, but we need to finish this. And when I say finish it, I'm talking about finishing it with a little bit of oil. Perfect. A little more basil if you want, that's okay. We're gonna have to taste it here in a second also. But I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of grated Parmigiano Reggiano or grated Pecorino Romano, it doesn't matter, whatever you like. And this is optional, but I absolutely love it. Okay? These little mozzarella pearls. Oh, this is something new I started doing. Look at this. Just at the last minute, we're gonna put that there. I have my plate. I'm about ready to serve. Come on, did I tell you it was going to be quick? Did I tell you it was going to be easy, flavorful? Oh yes, here we go. The cheese is just getting just a little warm. We don't want it melting like, like pizza cheese or anything, but tossed in there just enough. And here I am, I'm ready. Oh yeah. Boy, oh boy. Would Nana be proud of me right now? That's it. Right on top. And then we'll kind of spread this out a little bit. Get some of that delicious sauce. Put it right on top. But we're not finished yet. Oh no. A little dusting of the cheese. Now you notice I didn't put much salt in here. Why? Because the cheese is salty enough. This is a dish that I have served my family hundreds of times. I've made it thousands of times, and I am honored to present you with my summertime pasta recipe. You're going to absolutely love it, I guarantee you. Check out this recipe in your local henhouse magazine, Local Flavor. Brought to you by Henhouse Markets.